value of x and y. Every morning there is a need for mathematical question. There is a need for mathematical question to improve our health of mathematical thinking. That's our mental mathematical knowledge. It's very, very important. That's why we have the morning tea show coming every morning. It may come in the form of your question, it may come in the form of video that we want to explore now. So I want you to stay tuned and let's take this tea once more. Now, we are looking for the value of x and also value of y. These are the two things that we're looking for. Now, to find this thing, there's the first thing that I want you to take note of, that this is an equation, a logarithmic equation. So this is the first thing that you will just take note of. This is a logarithmic equation. And the next thing that you take note of, that this has two variables, x and y. So it has two variables, two unknown. So this now is likely and it's exactly a simultaneous equation. It will be approached in a simultaneous way, where I solve for the two variables at the same time. That's simultaneous. Now, the first thing to do, if I take note of my solution. So, if I take note of my solution, I take note that log 2 base x minus log 2 base y is equal to what? Is equal to 2. Log 2 base x minus log 2 base y is equal to what? 2. Then log 2 base x minus 1. Log 2 base x minus y is equal to what? Is equals to 3. Now I call this equation 1 and I call this equation 2. These are the two equations because I'm approaching it in a simultaneous linear equation format. Alright, now still to solve this, they are very easy to solve. Now, I know that minus in logarithm, based on the first one of the laws of logarithm, the basic law of logarithm, the first basic law of logarithm, the minus, when I have minus, I'm actually dividing the base. Right? That's the law that states that if log a base m subtract with log a base n is equal to what? It's equal to log a base m divided by what? N. So that's the law. That's when I have the subtraction sign, I divide the what? The base m and what? And n. I divide it. Alright, so that's the same thing that will happen here. Now, if that happens, I'll be adding log 2 base x minus log 2 base y, which is equal to 2. This can still be written as what? As log 2 base x divided by what? By y. They are the same logarithm, 2 and 2. So, it's equal to what? It's equal to 2. Alright, so that's it. Now I can simplify this further by taking out this long sign. And if I want to do that, 2 transfer here. These are the introductory parts in logarithm. Now I have that x over divided by y is equal to 2 raised to the power of 2. So therefore, x divided by y is equal to what? 4. So the whole of x divided by y is equal to 4. Now, I did this from the equation 1. That's where I did that. So, I've arrived at this. Now, I can still further deal with this by writing that the whole of x is equal to, if I cross multiply at this case, so if I cross multiply, x times y is x, 4 times y is what? 4, 1. It's 4, 1. So, the whole of x is actually what? It's actually equal to 4y. Now, I can call this equation 3. Equation 3. Now, I'm approaching it, as I told you, in the form of simultaneous linear equation. So, I call this equation 3. And if this is equation 3, let's now solve for this. Now, I'm giving this question. Now, let's substitute inside here. I'm giving this. Now, next thing to do at that case, if I'm giving that, I have log 2 is x minus what? Minus y. Bracket x minus y. Close bracket. equals to what? Equals to 3. Now, what is now x? X is already what? It's already 4y. So I have log 2 bracket 4y minus what? Minus 1. Close bracket equals to what? 3. 4y minus y will give me what? Will give me 3y. So I have log 2, which 3y is 3y equals to what? Equals to 3. Now, according to logarithm, when I want to cancel out the log, this can move over here and this turns to the power, while this becomes the base. So I have 3y equals to 2 raised to, when this comes over here, 2 raised to the power of 3. Therefore, I have 3y. 2 raised to the power of 3 is what? 2 times 2 times 2 times, that's 2 times 2 in 3 places, that's 8. Right? Divide both sides with the coefficients of that's 3. Now, 3 cancel 3. Therefore, y equal to what? 8 divided by 3. So, y is 8 divided by 3. And if y is 8 divided by 3, what will be x? What will be x? Now, x at this point, I can substitute it back to equation 3 to find x. That's the value of y. Bring it back to equation 3. And if I do that, I have that x is equal to 4 multiply, what is y? 8 over 3. So I have 8 divided by what? By 3. So I have x equals to what? 4 times 8. 4 times 8 is what? It's 32. So I have 32 divided by 3. So the whole of x is 32 divided by 3. While y is 8 divided by 3. Keep following, still remaining on tutor.